Don't you just love when you click the pause button by accident and been recording for many minutes and didn't realize? So let's just pick up where we left off. These came up on March 15th. They're looking great. Okay, moving on. So this is going to be more lettuce right here. We've got garlic, strawberries, and then in between the garlic and the strawberries is parsnips. So we got 3 crops right out of this bed space. Right here, taking the winner, one of them. More radishes right there. Black seed Simpson lettuce. It's doing great. Great for direct sow early on too. It's very heat tolerant as well. Then these 2 varieties, red oak leaf and Jericho lettuce. They're doing great, direct sown, and they took the fluctuations very well. And I would really recommend these 2 varieties of lettuce. So my homies actually helped me plant those a few weeks ago, back in April. So if you guys are watching, thanks for helping me plant that, and it's looking great. You guys also helped me plant these potatoes, and the potatoes are coming up. We got rose gold, Baltic rose, yellow variety organic from the grocery store, and then this whole row right here all the way down is going to be the German butterball potatoes. And then again, doing an interplanting. On top of the German butterball potatoes, I planted Oregon snow peas all the way down. So the peas will grow up, I'll get a harvest off of those, and then the potatoes will fill in and take over as the peas kind of taper off. So this bed right here is supposed to be onions. There is little tiny onion seedlings coming up. I got a little harvest off of my second year asparagus. It's definitely not to its fullest capacity. Still need another year on that for it to get to its full size asparagus shoots. Here's some red lettuce that was sown back in early March. It's doing pretty good. And some spinach also starting to put on some growth. And there's supposed to be some carrots here, but I think I sowed them a little bit too close together. We'll see what happens with that. And then here's some more lettuce that seeded itself. Lettuce in the garden went to seed last year, and then seed blew. It went into the dirt, and when the conditions were right, it sprouted. I just think it's so cool how things, well, it happens in nature all the time, we see it, but when it happens in the garden with food, it's a pretty cool thing. Like I've seen squash plants. If you just left a squash in here from the season before, when the conditions are right, sometimes the squash seed will germinate and start growing. It's pretty cool. And I love that the idea of the perennial system. But this is a perennial system intermixed with annuals. So we have the perennials of the asparagus, the strawberry. Yeah, those are really my only 2 perennials here. But then all the other annuals, you know. Once I get a bigger system, have a more intermixing of the perennials. But for right now, it's mostly annuals, which is okay. Oh yeah, so this garlic over here is doing white, sorry, just get so spaced out. White daikon radishes doing good. More gourmet blend lettuce doing good. Tatsoi not doing so good. And yeah, this lettuce right here, this garlic. Calling this Vermont Unknown 1, and that's Vermont Unknown 2. But I believe this one is doing the best. It really is. And that's the one that I planted the latest. I planted that one in November, and I planted that one in August, and then the other 3 plantings were in September. So the one that I planted the latest is doing the best. So food for thought if you're planting hardneck garlic. I've heard many things. You could plant it 3 weeks before your last frost date, but you know, as I was just explaining in the beginning of the video, or the first part, things are changing. So it stays cold and then it just gets hot one day. There's no gradual transition, but then it's also staying warmer for longer on the other end, and then we're not getting our frost until later. So if you plant the garlic early, or 3 weeks before your first frost date, estimated first frost date, it's actually going to be a little bit farther out, so you could actually push your planting back a little bit farther out. And I noticed that the one that I pushed the furthest out to November, which is right before the ground really freezes, that one's doing the best. So yeah, I think I went over everything that I wanted to cover for today. Everything's growing. I'm psyched about it. Really happy to see how the season is going to progress, and just excited to share these things with all you people. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people, won't you listen to me? If you know what that's from, you know. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, it's looking great. And thank you for following along. Thank you for sharing, yeah, thank you for sharing this with people. If you feel called to share the experience, and then we can build together, exchanging the things that we've learned, and expand our knowledge together. So yeah, until the next one, get excited, because this ain't nothing yet. Well, it's something. It ain't nothing? No, it's definitely something. And it's not nothing. Not nothing yet? Alright, I'll have to come back to that, because I didn't, that's a play on words right there. But much love, wholeness, and we'll talk soon. Peace.